What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to G-Ball Vision. Thank you for stopping in. Today I have for you guys some of my favorite EDC knives that come in under that $100 price point. And boy, do I have a good list for everyone today. Before we get started, double check and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I'd love to have you here, and hit that thumbs up button for me. Really appreciate it, everyone. It helps push the video out there so more people have a chance to check it out. And let me know what you're carrying in your pockets today down in the comments. I love hearing from you. So when we're talking about knives that come in under $100, when we start getting up to that $75 to $100 range, which is pretty much where we're going to be for this one, you really open the floodgates to find a solid deal. And there's a lot of good deals to be had in this price point. And the one we're talking about first up is going to fall into that category tenfold here. So we're looking at the Asher Knives Wharncliffe Spiro here, and this is a fairly new offering from him, and I believe these are in stock right now. I'll link Asher's website down below, but these come in under $100. Just remember that. We're getting a stone-washed M390 blade. We have a little mini fuller there and dual thumb studs. You can use both. For the reverse flick, I typically use that little fuller, and then I'll use the thumb stud on the show side there. I kind of actually wedge my finger right in the middle there for the reverse flick. Nice solid springs. Great blade shape for EDC, utility, work style cutting. We have textured G10 handles here. Crossbar lock, like I said, is phenomenal. We have a deep carry wire pocket clip here. Going to be reversible, little G10 backspacer. Just a phenomenal value. Asher Knives, if you're not aware of the company and the knives that the company produces, it is one of the best values in the entire industry, period. And if you know, you know. So this one here is kind of still a no-brainer. The Civivi Vision FG here. And not only do I love the knife, but I love the name of this knife. And damn Civivi for taking that name. But the Vision here, this is an awesome knife, guys, and has withstood the honeymoon phase for me and for many other people. So we're looking at a coated, I believe, Nitro V. Where is it? They got it hidden on here real small. I'm almost 100% sure it's Nitro V. Yeah, it's Nitro V. I'm almost positive. Micarta on this particular one. There's a bunch of different versions, and they have a Damascus version. Normal one comes with a deep carry reversible clip. I decided to go ahead and just throw a tie clip on here. I'll probably get something different at some point and take this one off here. But the nice feature is going to be that super lock. It's very similar to how the shark lock acts as far as disengaging it on the spine here via this bar. But just very reliable lockup, very strong lockup, and very fidget friendly. And let's face it, that's what a lot of people look for. You want a dependable cutting tool, but something that, you know, you can mess around a little bit with if you want to. And this is a perfect user knife with a dependable lock that you can mess around with and have fun. Get right up behind that edge, get right up on that tip. Great size. Love the Vision, and like I said, has withstood the honeymoon phase and is still, without a doubt, a banger of a knife coming in under $100. So this one right here is a new release from OffGrid Knives within the last couple of months here. And this is called the Stinger EDC. They also have one that's called the Stinger, and that is quite a bit larger. But this one's definitely more in the wheelhouse of a perfect size for many people for an EDC knife, and going to be coming in under $100, and I believe they're on sale on their website. I'll try to link all this stuff down below. Some of the links will help the channel, some won't. This one will, and certain other one, it is what it is. If you want to use the links, it's entirely up to you. This one's coming in 154 cm. We have this gray washed spear point blade, flipper tab for deployment. Extremely good detent on this thing, just ridiculous. And even this lighter, thinner blade, just nice, slow, controlled drop. Textured G10. There's a couple different flavors of this knife that you can get. We have a deep carry reversible pocket clip, very well done and executed from OffGrid. Can't wait for what they have in store for us this year. They have a bunch of version 3s of stuff coming out, but if you're looking for a solid cutting tool with a lot of value, 154, solid Taiwanese built, this is an awesome knife right here. So on this one, I tried to hit a little bit of size and style for everyone. And with this one, I decided to go with something a little bit smaller than, say, a mid-size to a large knife. This is more like small to mid-size. The Vosteed Mini Nightshade here. And this is going to be coming in 14C. Textured aluminum. We got their awesome crossbar lock, anodized thumb studs. Just a fantastic knife. And they got one coming that I'm extremely excited about. That's going to blow probably all the mini nightshades out of the water at this point with the one that is coming. But this is really solid. That one's going to be more expensive than this one is here. But this is a really good value. An awesome secondary fifth pocket knife. Great low tip here, leaf shaped low tip blade. The springs are nice and strong in there. For as lightweight as this blade is, the aluminum is finished very nicely. Deep carry, reversible clip. We have a geared aluminum backspacer, nice and lightweight. Just if you're familiar with the Nightshade, or if you're not familiar with the Nightshade, I highly recommend checking one out. Yeah, they're a little bit different, but if you're looking for a user that's going to excel in EDC and work, this blade shape, guys, with the low tip is perfect for precision cuts, for getting right up on the blade for more controlled cuts, getting in behind strapping and rope and that sort of thing. It's just a very versatile blade shape. The Schillen blade shape is amazing. Now, I'm not 100% sure on this one. I hope it's in stock. It was. But if it's not, there are other versions of this available. But this is a Knife Center exclusive CJRB Echo. And this thing is beautiful, guys. And this is another one that's really withstood that honeymoon phase and remains an amazing pickup. CJRB Echo, Ray Laconico design, beautiful sheep's foot blade. Still have a nice pokey tip. It's a modified sheep's foot blade. Nice satin finish. We have the pill-shaped cutout here and front flipper. The Ray Laconico front flipper is amazing. Always very good from Ray Laconico. The springs in this plunge lock is fantastic. Solid lockup as well. It's coming in RPM 9. We have a titanium bolster, micarta secondary onlay. Just a beautiful combination. And I like this knife so much, I added no. I think this one came with the tie clip, didn't it? I think it did. I can't remember. I either added this or it came with it, obviously. But tie milled clip that CJRB offers. I think this one came with it. An excellent knife for EDC and work. Same deal. Get up on that tip for precise cuts. Get right up behind that edge for a lot of control. Ergonomics are out of this world. Great action. Fidgety. Fun. Love the CJRB Echo. It's one of my favorite knives. Favorite budget knives of the last year or two. This one might surprise some people, but it's on this list, and there's no doubt about it. This is the Saivian St995, and I talked with Saivian when this knife was on its way here. I confirmed that they are shooting for 60 to 61 on the M390. We have a beautiful drop point blade. It's kind of got this satin sand washed finish. It's really good looking. Titanium bolster. We have a carbon fiber secondary onlay here. Titanium clip. Titanium backspacer. And if you don't know about this knife, you're probably sitting there thinking that's not under $100. Yes, it is. This knife comes in under $80. Now, it's had a rough past because there was a test done where the M390 came back soft, which if you've been around for any length of time, there's lots of companies that put out lots of knives that come back soft. But this one isn't $200, $300, $400 and coming back soft. This is $80. And since then, they have improved the heat treat and the price has stayed low. I think even if this is at $59 or $60, which let's remind everyone that We Knives puts out knives $59 to $61 in the same steel in 20 CV for $200, $300, $400. So I will take $59 to $60 at $80 and get this type of build. The only two knocks I have on this knife, one is aesthetic. The ST could go, but not a big deal at $80. And then just a little bit of a chamfer on the liner would have been just game changing. I mean, you can still get to it very easily and, you know, disengage it from the side or the face. The detent is amazing. This thing is snappy as all hell. Comfortable. I haven't gotten a chance to finish checking this edge, but so far it's been good. And like I said, for $80, if you're looking for like a gent knife, not trying to break the bank, experience, you know, titanium and carbon fiber and multi-deploying actions, this is an awesome option in my opinion. This knife right here is as solid as they come under $100. The Kansept Convict Acon. But 154 cm on the blade steel here. We have their PVD finish. Beautiful sheep's foot blade here. Kind of almost trying to be a Wharncliffe. I mean, it's a sheep's foot because you have that, but it looks like, oh, I'm trying to become a Wharncliffe, but it's not quite there. It's a sheep's foot. Got this nice straight edge. Great little sharpening choil there. Nice pill-shaped hole there. Incredible detent on this thing. It just thwacks out of there. And there's several flavors of this knife as well. Plus there's a premium one, I believe. We have burlap micarta, which this is some of the best burlap in the game, in my opinion. We have a lower mounted clip here, but this clip works really good in and out of pocket. And another thing is, it's comfortable in hand. You don't feel that thing at all. So the placement and how it's done just works really well. Kansept builds a solid knife, and this is definitely one of them. It's in that mid, leaning towards larger size knife, but just extremely comfortable, very user friendly with that blade shape. The Convict is one of my favorite knives under $100 period. So this one right here has the potential to be the best value on the list, on this list, and maybe any list for that matter. If we're talking about purely a cutting tool, right, and being a dependable one, these are coming in under $100. They retail for like $150. But there's some blades right now. I think the drop point here is one of them, but they're coming in at like 80, 85, $90, something like that. And for that, you're going to get S35 VN, Taiwanese made, cold steel, code 4, aluminum handles here. We have the Triad Loock, which is as tried and true as they come. Extremely dependable, and is still for a back style lock. This one's not quite broken in yet, but this can be manipulated one-handed all day long. So it's really a new and improved back lock, because you can manipulate this all day long with one hand. You can flick it out with the thumb. You can slow roll it out. It's lighter weight because of the aluminum. It's not your typical insanely overbuilt cold steel. It's not your prototypical cold steel clip. This is minimal. It's short. It works really well. This is one of the best clips that cold steel does. Just a nice amount of surface area to get this out of the pocket. Very comfortable, full size. There's like 3 or 4 different blade shapes you can get, and I think different colored aluminum too, possibly. Definitely different blade shapes. But yeah, if you don't have a cold steel or you don't have a code 4 right now on Amazon, they're having a hell of a sale on these and are definitely worth checking out. So this one right here is one of my favorite Kaisers that's come out in the affordable line of Kaiser. The Kaiser Task here. This thing is awesome, guys. Under $100. Just a phenomenal design, size, material choices. This one's coming in 154 cm. We have a cutout and studs for deployment. Beautiful modified sheep's foot blade. Incredibly good springs. The clutch lock is the best crossbar lock in the entire game. Like I always say, Benchmade created the crossbar lock. Kaiser has perfected it. We have beautiful layered micarta here. Great size. It's not too large. It's not too small. It's going to be right in that sweet spot for a lot of people. We have their standard deep carry clip here. It will be reversible. If you haven't experienced the Kaiser Task yet or their clutch lock, highly recommendable. Absolutely love this. I'll have a link for this down in the description as well. And this is one of my favorites on this entire list. This is a new one from QSP. This is called the Vault, coming in under $100. We have 14C 28N. Black wash drop point blade. Nice full finger choil to get right up behind that edge. That's also going to allow you to get up on that tip for more precise cuts. Dual thumb studs for deployment. We have their crossbar style lock, and I love the tabs that they did on this. Just extremely intuitive, comfortable. The springs are really solid in this thing. You need to, you got a mean to flick this thing out. It's very comfortable. We have a aluminum bolster here with micarta as the secondary handle material. I believe steel liners. We have a aluminum backspacer, a nice ultra deep carry clip that's going to be reversible. QSP, if they continue doing stuff like this around this price, whoo baby, they are in for some good stuff, or we are in for some good stuff. You guys will have to let me know, what are some of your favorite knives that come in under that $100 price point? Or if you don't know, just let me know what some of your favorite knives are, period, or just let me know what you're carrying. Hit that thumbs up button. I always appreciate that, everyone. It really helps push the video out there so more people have a chance to check it out. If you're new here, we release videos just like this one every single day. Hit that subscribe button, ring the little bell. I'd love to have you here. I'll put up a couple of new videos. Go check one of them out. That also really helps the videos and channel get pushed out there more. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have an awesome day. I will catch you on the next one.